hope I am back. I hope I am back. I hope I am back. I don't know. So, so maybe you can drop for me any emoji down below, an emoji that can best describe your mental state this week. And also, you need to tell me what is that one thing that, as a human being, just in this moment, the moment that you are living now, what gives you a lot of anxiety? For example, you can have issues like, for example, a message maybe from your landlord saying hi, and you just know, hey, this one needs rent, that can cause anxiety for some people. Or when you look at the family WhatsApp group, it can actually give you anxiety because In families, we have different expectations, or there are things like financial obligations, or something like Monday. Does a day like Monday give you anxiety the way it does to me? You see, very small things can bring anxiety. The things you least expect to be giving you anxiety is the one that actually brings anxiety to your life. Okay. And some people use a lot of coping mechanisms just to run away from anxiety. Some of the things people do, for example, I usually watch crime documentaries. It calms anxiety. You can eat four chapatis at 11 p.m. just to feel something. You get the point. You can mute everyone in a WhatsApp group and then you just feel lonely. Sometimes we just say, I am fine, despite the fact that you know you're just having a very bad day. Okay? And many people are coping with anxiety. We are not healing it. That's where the problem is. You're trying to cope with it. You're not in a journey to healing, and you should actually be in a journey to healing, not coping. Because you see, coping mechanisms can fail you once in a while, and it will be really bad for you. So, can we stop trying to cope with anxiety? Can we try to heal anxiety? We use things like humor, we use food, some even use sex, shopping, or silence to avoid our feelings. You don't want people to know how you're feeling. So instead, you just decide to do some other things as a way of trying to cope. Okay? You'd find someone going for shopping just to cope with how bad the person is feeling. Can we stop trying to cope with anxiety? And can we begin healing it? Stop it. Don't go having sex just because you want to run away from a certain feeling. Feel it and start a journey of healing. Stop trying to hide your feelings. No, stop it. Stop trying to hide your feelings. Stop trying to cope. I understand that in the African society, we do not have vocabulary to describe our emotions. Like here in Kenya, we just love to say, nimechoka, nimeboeka. Instead of saying something like, I am emotionally drained. And make sure you comment your topic. Comment your toxic but funny coping mechanism. And I promise I won't judge you. Unless you're watching Arsenal to relax, that I'll judge you. You see, in our Kenyan homes, when you say you are sad, your mom would be like, "Go and wash the dishes and stop overthinking nonsense." That's what we are told. We grew up being told that, and then our Kenyan dads, they'll be like, "In our time, there was no depression. Like, what are you talking about?" Hmm? You see, our Africanism in us, we rarely talk about anxiety because, first of all, it has no place in our culture. It has no place in our society. Okay? So we tend to suppress those feelings. And and from anxiety, you move to depression. So we have a lot of generational trauma. We are raised to be strong, not expressive. As African children, we are raised to be strong, not expressive. Nobody tells us to be expressive. Mhm. That is why many of us we feel shame for being tired. We feel ashamed for needing a space or for asking for help. It's because it's something we are used to. So we just get we get a lot of trauma from the society that is supposed to love us. Okay? Like, I want you to tell me in the comment section, what was that very wild thing that your parent told you when you were struggling? Huh? When you're struggling, your parents would be like, no, I didn't raise someone who is weak emotionally. We are raised to be strong, not to be expressive, and that is wrong. That's why you would find people trying to cope with anxiety and not treating it. It's really bad. Like, if you told your parents that you are depressed or you got anxiety issues, they would tell you go and pray harder, like you're not praying enough. When you clearly need therapy, but they tell you go and pray, you go and fast more. Those are some of the things that our parents or the people around us make us to just cope with anxiety and not to treat it, to heal it. And you graduate from one psychological issue to the next one. You go to depression. And finally, people commit suicide because of such things. We need to talk about healing. And therapy is not luxury. It's not. It's like taking your mind to the gym. And you don't have to fix everything at once. Just one small habit at a time. One step at a time. And I'm going to tell you some few habits or some few things that can help. Journaling. You say journaling, sitting down and writing your thoughts. By the way, it can help you a lot. A lot. It can help you a lot, a lot. Or you just sit down and you jot your thoughts as they flow without editing anything. You just sit, take a pen, take a notebook, write down what you're feeling at that particular moment, what's going through your mind. And you can just write it to whom it may concern. Another habit is taking walks without your phone. I don't know whether people can survive without their phones in this era. I do not know whether someone can survive without their phones in this era. I don't know. But we should be able to survive without our phones. You can just lie down in your bed and you listen to music. That's a way of calming your anxiety and healing it. And another thing you can do is to follow memes. You just follow meme pages to remind you that life is still funny despite everything. And make sure in life, try to appreciate everything. That's one thing that's made you smile, for example, this week. However small it is. However small it is. You should say it loudly and encourage those things. Say it loudly, encourage it. However small it is, even if it's a meme, go back to that page, look for that meme, and be happy. It's a way of healing anxiety. You would see some people taking deep breaths. Yeah, it is. It helps. You can decide to name things you're grateful for, even if it's something very small. For example, some like me, I'm so grateful for things like mangoes. I love mangoes, and every day I try to be grateful for mangoes because hey, life without mangoes, how would I handle life without mangoes? Like how? Huh? How? So try to be grateful for those very small things that make you happy in life, like hot shower. I don't know why people take cold showers. I don't know. Like, why would you go to shower and you take a cold shower? Like, how? Why? Even if there is no showers, you just go and warm water, eh? In a sufuria. Wait for it to be toko toko, and then you go and you shower. Then learn to affirm yourself. Don't be so mean. Even if you see that you are dragging in this beautiful life, just tell yourself, you know what? I am not behind. Tell yourself, I am enough. Even when you know you are not productive in life, sometimes you just know, I am not productive in any way. And you should know that you're not lazy, you're not cursed, you're not broken. Know that life is hard, anxiety is real, but you're not alone. You are not alone. You can never be alone. You can never be alone. You can never be alone.